What's up guys, Whoso7 here, and Invasion is out for Call of Duty, so let's go through, like always, all of the maps and their KEM strikes. The first one we're going to look at is Departed, where you can take over and become the Death Mariachi. Now, as you can see, it says kill enemies to earn 2 Departed squad mates. So, the Death Mariachi gives you these 2 magnums, it gives you some additional perks. You're kind of like a juggernaut, you can run really fast, and you've got a quick melee, but you're also equipped with these weapons. Now, another thing you'll notice is that some of these enemies have a red outline around them. Now, what happens is when you have 2 squad mates, which every time you kill an enemy player, you gain a temporary squad mate that helps you, that's also equipped. It looks just like you and is also equipped with these dual magnums. Now these squad mates, when you have 2 of them, the red outlines will no longer be present, but the red outlines will be there when you do not have the squad mates. The squad mates can be killed just like regular squad mates, but they can be replaced anytime. Now, another thing I want to talk about is that what's unique about the Death Mariachi is that it can be obtained 2 times by the same player in the same map or by different players. So this is, I'm going to cut to a different game, and you see that I'm not going to do very good with my Death Mariachi. I'm going to go down pretty quick. Even with that Juggernaut health, I just had a lot of people shooting me in the back, and you'll see I'll go down here pretty quick. So later in this game, I'm going to cut to an image just a few minutes later in the game. You can hear the music change, indicating that someone else has called in a Death Mariachi. Now this happens to be on the enemy team, but it is unique that this kill streak can be called in, or excuse me, this field order reward can be called in multiple times on the same map. That hasn't been done before with the other ones. And also I'm going to show you here right now what it looks like to kill these squad mates. You see you can shoot the squad mates and kill them, and you can see that when I shoot the Death Mariachi himself, he shows the Juggernaut icon because he does have increased health like a Juggernaut and increased movement speed. So be sure to stay away from these guys if they're on the enemy, and enjoy them and run around and get as many kills as you can if you are playing with him. He's probably one of my favorite from the whole pack. Alright, let's talk about the next map. We're going to go to Favela. This is a remake of Favela from Modern Warfare 2, a total fan favorite. And so they also brought back one of the fan favorite kill streak rewards from that game, which was the AC130. In Ghost, it's known as the Y8 gunship, but it works basically the same way. You see, I'm going to call it in here. You see, you've got your 105mm cannon, your 40mm cannon, and then 25mm, rapid shots. So it works just the same way that it did if you obtained this kill streak in Modern Warfare 2. I'm sorry about the gameplay. I was never very good with this kill streak in Modern Warfare 2, so you'll see me not getting that many kills, but something I wanted to direct your attention to is that if you look, you can see like 1 of 1, 0 of 4, 20 of 20. You can see which of these items are sort of reloading and when you have shots available for them. So if you want, you can switch between all of them like I'm doing, or if you just like, my favorite is probably the 40mm. I think it's the most powerful. It's got the quickest kind of shot on hit time. So if you like using that, you can always just stick with that. You don't even have to change the weapons. Another thing about the Y8 gunship is that it can be shot down, kind of like the AC130 could be in Modern Warfare 2. However, it's going to be much more difficult because there's not, lock-on launchers other than, I think it's called the Moz. So with the Moz, you can shoot this down. It does have flares, but it's going to be a lot more difficult because the absence of the launcher. So you really don't have to worry about that. This is a pretty powerful kill streak. If you remember in Modern Warfare 2, this was a 12 kill streak, I believe, and so it is pretty powerful. So if you can get this, you can probably do a lot of damage with this Y8 gunship on Favela. Alright, let's go to the next map, which is going to be Pharaoh. On Pharaoh, you get the Blessing of Anubis, which, quick side note, you can see that care package just killed that guy, which is pretty funny. But the Blessing of Anubis, as you can see scrolling on the screen, gives you all perks. So this is similar to like having the Specialist bonus activated in Modern Warfare 3. It works very similar. Specialist works a little bit differently in Ghost, so it's kind of cool that you can actually get all of this perks. It's especially great if you get the benefit of Deadeye, which is going to be really helpful. If you're playing with the Specialist bonus on this game, that maybe this is... maybe you want to switch and use a different class because it won't give you the most effect on this map, but it's definitely powerful to have the Blessing of Anubis. A quick note is that it does persist through death, so if you die, you can see that I die, and you still have the Blessing of Anubis available. But it does not last indefinitely. It does last, I think it lasts only 3 deaths, so if you die 3 times, it's gone. And I believe it has a timer too, so I've had it expire. You can also see that it is indicated by these little kind of glowing lightning bolts or whatever's happening on the side of your screen. That indicates that you have the Blessing of Anubis. However, players from the outside cannot see any visual change to the character model, so they are not able to identify that a player has the Blessing of Anubis. Alright, let's go on to the last map, which is Mutiny. Now, something unique about Mutiny is that there's actually two different rewards you can get. So you see the first one I'm going to pick up here is the Cannon Barrage, and the Cannon Barrage is going to work much like the Mortar Fire on Warhawk or on Bayview. It's going to just shoot in random cannon shots. You'll hear the pirates in the background kind of start singing to indicate that the cannon fire is coming. That'll happen on the friendly team and the enemy team. So if you hear that pirate singing, you want to try and do your best to get indoors. But you'll see that it'll just start getting me some kills around the map, very similar to the mortar fire. I'm not 100% sure if you can be killed yourself by the cannon barrage. I have a cannon go off right by me, and it didn't seem to hurt me, but I have heard people report that you can be killed by the cannon fire. So if you call in the cannon barrage, just be careful. Now, next thing I want to talk about is that there's another field order reward available on the same map. Now, this can be obtained both by the same team, different team, same player, whatever. This is actually from a different game, but you see I can call in the Ghostly Crew, which gives me two support squad mates. One is armed with just a melee hook, and the other is armed with two pistols. Now, these are different than the Death Mariachi. They are not replaced by a player's death, and once they are killed, they are permanently gone. You don't get them back from killing enemy players or anything like that. You just get two squad mates that spawn in. They can pick up tags, they can pick up ballistic vests. They work just like the other support squad mates, but you don't get them back in the event of the death. They are going to be gone forever. So that's it. That's all of the field order rewards you can get, the unique ones from all of these 4 maps. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this. Have you been enjoying the new maps? Have you been enjoying the new installment of Extinction? Let me know, and I might feature some of your comments on my Twitter or in upcoming videos. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Have a good day.